Chris Ruffolo and Jay Briggs. Power outage in Texas.
This big storm came through last night, man. Internet's out everywhere. I'm on my hotspot, so bear with me. But of course, I had to be here today with all the guys. Love talking with everybody.
It's like if the Rangers won, I'm here. If they're not, if they would have lost, I would not be here.
If the Rangers lost, the power would have been out longer.
How about Los Serpientes? We're going to see the Los Serpientes jerseys in the postseason.
Yeah, I was really concerned about the Brewers going into that series, and now the Diamondbacks keeping it going. Now you got Merrill Kelly in Game 1.
I think a lot of people are concerned also about the Blue Jays and Twins, and man,
yeah,
Blue Jays just
they deserve they deserve that they deserve getting swept.
They never fired all year, the Blue Jays. They just never
I wouldn't be surprised if the manager gets canned after that decision, after pulling Barrios after 3 innings, 6 strikeouts.
Even when the Blue Jays look good here, they never really look good,
Yeah, as a Blue Jays fan, I'll tell you, I never felt comfortable with this team.
Yeah. And as an honorary Blue Jays fan, I never felt comfortable either.
I have to question your fandom after how many times you bashed Kevin Gausman.
And man, but Chris, one thing about me is like I try to be fair. I really try to be fair. And what Mitch has said about Gausman was 1,000% the truth. It just is.
I'm never right. Everybody knows that.
It's just the truth. I had to face that realization that what Mitch has to say about Gausman is just the truth. And it panned out through the entire course of the year. Was he good in certain spots? Could he rack up the strikeouts? Do I like him as a guy? Do I like him as a pitcher? Yes. But for some reason, Gausman and the Blue Jays line up together on the same day just never come together. They just never correlate. So I don't know. But I also have to take a moment of silence for the Tampa Bay Rays, man. Yeah, I said y'all boys wouldn't make the postseason. Y'all wouldn't make the playoffs. Y'all made it for 2 games. Congratulations on the 90-win season. Really good.
99 win season, just for the record.
Bye-bye, Rays.
What's their payroll compared to the Rangers?
Yeah, there you go.
Let's take a look at the payroll compared to the Rangers here and see if the Rangers, what that actually buys you. Okay, second place in the AL West. Let's see what the price tag is on that.
Let's do it.
I will say, though, I'm pretty sure that if you probably asked any Rangers fan, would they take the playoffs with that payroll after having not made it since, 2016?
And the answer was hell yes. Hell yeah.
Corey Seager, $35.5 million per year.
Well worth money.
$35.5 million. Martin Perez, $19.65 million. Marcus Semien, $26 million.
Not pretty.
Jose Leclerc, $6 million. Andrew Heaney, $12 million. Nathan Eovaldi, $18.6 million.
$12 million. Is that how many runs Heaney gave up in his last turn?
I love looking at the guys who are getting paid but don't even play. Max Scherzer, $43.3 million.
Coming back though.
$43 million.
That was the Mets contract though.
Yeah, and a lot of that was paid by the Mets.
So they believe me, they paid a lot. Jacob deGrom, $30 million. John Gray, $15 million.
Healthy.
Jake Odorizzi, $12,500,000. Ian Kennedy.
Problem with DeGrom is that you said when healthy, he's never healthy.
Okay, now let's look at the highest payrolls in baseball still in the playoffs and see where the Rangers stack up there. Who else has a high payroll that's still in the postseason?
Braves, I'm sure, but they won their division.
Rangers have the highest.
Rangers are the highest?
Rangers are the high. Sorry. No, wait, I lied. Sorry, I didn't have that organized properly. Phillies are the highest. Astros are second. Dodgers are third. Rangers are fourth. Braves are fifth. Twins are sixth. Diamondbacks are seventh, and that would make the Orioles eighth. The Orioles payroll $52,658,000. It's 101.
Shout out to my O's, man. Season coming to an end shortly.
My O's. I know you look fast, but I don't know if you're fast enough to sprint to catch up to the bandwagon. Jeez.
I didn't say my O's. I said shout out to my O's.
You said my O's.
Nah, shout out to my O's.
I heard my O's.
Y'all season about to end here shortly.
You see Jay sprinting after the bandwagon.
Nah.
Full on track start.
Fair enough. The counter does start over, but I got to get my jabs in while I can. We gotta laugh while I can.
So many more times you can jab the Rangers.
Versus Costi and Eric. Honorary on my team. David's been on Team Rangers for most of the year. Chris is kind of like a borderline, but I told him yesterday, don't jump off. He should have stayed on the wagon.
Okay, don't give me the I told you so.
No, I'm not giving you the I told you so. I want you to stay on the wagon, just stay on the wagon.
I thought they probably well, actually I shouldn't say that. I was going to say I thought they had a good shot to win the series, but depending on who they started in Game 3.
I just want to go one day without hearing Briggs mention the Rangers or the Cowboys. Counter starts over again today.
It's like that was that scene from The Simpsons where it's like 3 days without an accident, he falls off the ladder and they got to put it back to 0.
Romanelli not on Team Rangers. Shaking my head. That's fair.
Now, Romanelli's like, he's like Team Abilene Christian and stuff like that. Like, he goes for the obscure ones.
I can't wait, man. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm so excited. Baseball been having me pumped up the last 2 days, and now no baseball for 2 days, man. It's kind of sad.
No baseball for 2 days. College football, NFL football. So we don't have much of a show today. We've got just a few games. We've got the Bears and the Commanders going on. Chris, Thursday night prime time at its best. This game deserves to be on Amazon. The beauty about Amazon is when I buy stuff on there, I use my American Express points, so I never have to pay for anything on Amazon. Never pay for nothing. It's like, let me see if they got it on Amazon, because I pay for it absolutely nothing on there.
Oh man, well, this one I'm going to lean towards the Bears and the points. You're right. This is your prototypical. This is what you expect to see when you hear Thursday night football. But Justin Fields coming off his best game I think I've ever seen him play last week. 335 yards, 4 touchdowns against the Broncos. Washington's scoring defense, 29th in the NFL. They've given up, what is it, 30 no, sorry, that's the Bears, 34.2 points per game, but the Commanders have allowed yeah the Commanders have allowed 30. They've given up 31 or more in 3 straight weeks. Are the Bears going to give up points? Yeah, but do I trust Sam Howell in his first primetime start? I don't know. I'm going to go with the Bears plus the 6 here. I think it's a 4-point game, like 31-27, something like that.
For the last time, no.
For me, man, this will be one of the rare times I do not have a play in a standalone NFL primetime game. I do not have a premium whatsoever in this game. I just couldn't get there, guys. And it's a small card. I got one in college football, but in this NFL game, I cannot back the worst team in the NFL, the Chicago Bears. What Chris said is half true. Justin Fields played an amazing game last week through like 3 quarters. Those last 3 drives were arguably his worst 3 drives of his career. First half of the game, he looked good. I would agree. Look, I was like, okay, Justin Fields, this is the Fields we thought we were going to see. The last 3, oh my goodness, that was terrible. They end up losing the game. They've now lost 16 straight games. But on the other side, does laying points with the Commanders sound like a great place to be? A team that, like he said, a quarterback making his first start in prime time. It's a tough place to be. I would lean Commanders, just a pure fate of the worst team in the NFL, the Chicago Bears, but I'm not trying to lay points with the Commanders team. I think is defense first, especially with their head coach Ron Rivera. So it's a no play for me, but a lean towards the Commanders laying the points. That's how I would look at it.
Chris, you're a foolish man who lacks vision. You clearly don't see the whole field, which is why you sit where you sit on the bench. Jordan Love stinks. 38 points on the Bears. Baker frickin' Mayfield, 27 points on the Chicago Bears. Russell shitbag Wilson, 31 points on the Chicago Bears. And you're worried about Sam Howell in a primetime home game. Fuck, please. Come on. I mean, you got some, I mean, Jay, they got lit up by Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Excuse me, for living. Excuse me for losing to the defending NFC champions on the road in Philly in overtime. Excuse me. Because if that's the Bears on the road against the defending NFC champions, it's 85-0 because this team sucks. This is the worst team next to the Broncos. Even though they lost to the Broncos, they're still worse. They're still better than the Broncos. In football, there's a potential. Like in college football, we talk about how there could be more than one undefeated team at the end of the year, even though there never is, right? There's going to be all these undefeated teams, all this stuff. This could be the year of multiple winless teams in the NFL, unless they play each other. I mean, I didn't look that far down the schedule to see who plays who, but it's very possible we have more than one winless team this season in the NFL. There are some bad teams, man. That top 5 of the NFL draft this year is going to be just, it's going to be just so packed in with teams. It's going to be one of the hardest fought top 5 draft pick NFL years. The NFL is so top heavy and bottom heavy right now, and the Bears are part of that bottom heavy. They stink.
Right now the Bears have 1 and 2 in the draft.
Yeah, they just suck. I mean, they're so bad. It's like the only worst primetime game that you could get is the Bears against the Giants. I mean, really, it's like I don't even understand what the hell you're talking about anymore, Ruffolo. Who hired you? No.
You.
We have a policy that we talked about before the show today at Pick Dogs. The suggestion box is open. But if you put a slip in there, you're fired. I like it. The suggestion box is open, but if you use it, you're fired.
But Mitch, I agree with a lot of what you said there. The Bears are that bad. They are terrible. The thing is offensively for Chicago, I did see them move the football last week against granted, probably the second worst team in the NFL. Maybe they're not that bad, but the Broncos, they did move the football against them. And I'm just kind of scared of a Thursday night backdoor cover by the Bears and a 4-point win for the Commanders. That's kind of what I'm worried about. Like 6 is a lot for me to want to lay with the Commanders, who we also have seen their defense give up a ton of points. So I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I don't have a dog in this fight.
All right, so let's look at the big picture here, right? Let's look at these bottom 10 teams in the NFL this year. One win is that's if you have one win or less, you're in the bottom 10 in the NFL. Okay, number 10, Giants. Will they be competing for a top 5 pick? Are they in the running?
Yes.
Yes. Arizona. Yep. Cincinnati, I would say probably not.
Yeah.
Considering the group we've got to work with here. New England Patriots, yes. Jets, probably not. Minnesota Vikings,
probably not.
probably not for the Vikings. Denver, yes. Las Vegas, probably not. Carolina and the Bears, hell yeah, they could both be winless if they don't play each other. I think this could be one of the worst bottoms of the NFL that we've ever seen. I mean, we've got more trash teams this year. Like normally there's like pushover teams or whatever, and it's like you got the team that, even winless teams. But this year, I mean, I could see a bunch of teams not being able to win 2 games. Chris is picking one of them to win outright here on the road in Washington.
I didn't say outright. When did I say outright?
You know this is a tough crowd there in Washington, too.
I didn't say outright at all.
Do you want to hear a Mitch story?
Sure.
You guys want to be educated? I know our audience loves these, especially my fans. Well, the people who really aren't my fans, but I know that they just tune in because they love me. Jay, do you know why the NFL blackout rule exists? Do you know the blackout rule? Do you know what that is? You must. You live in Texas. Chris, you know what the NFL blackout rule is?
No.
If the game for the home team is sold out we lost Jay. Game between the home team is sold out he's back. If the game of the home team is sold out within 48 hours of kickoff, it might be 72 hours, but it's either 48 or 72 hours of kickoff. It must be aired on the local television station. If the local game is not sold out, the game is not televised locally. That rule went into effect because the Washington Redskins were always sold out. And the games were never on TV locally in Washington. So the guys who make the laws in Washington passed a law that has to be the case so they could watch the Redskins on Sunday. True story. That's why that's in effect. You could look it up. Anyways, the Bears suck. Washington is a very, very big home field advantage. They had before they changed stadiums in the old RFK, they had the longest waiting list for season tickets of any team by a long, long, long ways. People died on that waiting list.
That's crazy.
You just stick with Justin Fields over there.
Y'all gonna be watching some hoops in 30 minutes?
Who's playing?
I will be. And y'all know where I am. First one of the year. You ready? I'm taking Mavs money line, man. First one of the year, baby. Let's do it.
I don't even know who's playing.
And I froze.
You didn't freeze. That's the whole thing. You only froze on your side.
Oh, then yeah, man. I'm
no,
taking
we all
Mavs
saw all
money.
of it.
Yep. There we go. I can't wait.
So it's preseason.
Yeah, it's preseason. I'm just playing around.
Oh,
like 30 minutes.
Oh, money line, the big +1. What is that? Minus 105 money line.
Yep.
You're shrewd. Ooh, it's a profit deal.
Jay's going out on a limb on that one.
Whoa.
Really sticking
money
your neck out there.
line.
Man. You're bold, dude.
I'll go. I'll take the other side. I'll take the Timberwolves. Why not? I like the line movement. So they rematch on Saturday. When's the season start? The 20th?
The 24th.
24th, which is my birthday. For real, it's my birthday, not like the whole rest of it. Oh, speaking of which, guess what happened here at the Wilson household last night? My wife went in for the third Oreo.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like, she said it was broken. It's like it doesn't count. The broken ones don't count. It was broken. Yeah. Now we're all off.
I was going to say, you got to tell her I'm disappointed, but I don't know if you want to do that because I like your wife.
I generally don't even share my Oreos. I do get the family pack, but it doesn't mean they're for the family. I eat 2 a night. If I buy the family pack, it takes me through the whole month.
I can just see you. You know what happens when you assume? I assumed it was okay because it's a family pack. Hey, you know what happens when you assume?
You know what happened to the last guy that used the suggestion box?
He was fired and he lost his hand.
We do have a suggestion box here.
It's more for decoration.
All right. We move on. College football. Oh, Sam Houston back on the field here against Liberty. Give me Liberty or give me Sam Houston. Sam Houston 2-1-1 against the number. Liberty a perfect 4-0 against the spread in the post Hugh Freeze era.
Can I choose death? That's how Sam Houston made me feel last week. Give me Liberty or give me death. Literally.
They are not good. Beer cats.
They have no offense whatsoever. And to lose that game in that fashion last week, I cannot back them anymore this year. We've seen Liberty beat up on other teams, man, but this is middle of the week college football, man. And you better have your heart ready. Because even like last night, I thought Middle Tennessee looked really good early in that game, and then I don't know what the hell happened. Got to kind of watch out for that. So I think the play here is Liberty. I will say Sam Houston's defense is legit. We saw them hold Air Force and BYU to below 14 points. I think Liberty can score, though, and I doubt Sam Houston puts anything much offensively on the board. So it's a small lean for me towards Liberty.
I think Liberty's pretty good, man. 17.5 is a monster number. Liberty is good. I mean, 4-0. Hugh Freeze did not leave the cupboard bare. My friend Pete's nephew plays on Liberty's linebacker. He's actually really good. I'm gonna take Liberty in this one. Lay the points. I think the Flames light them up. Of course, I don't have a premium pick anywhere near this. If this game was on a Saturday, wouldn't even make my TV configuration. Chris?
If this line didn't go all the way up to 21, 20 and a half, whatever it's at, it would have been a premium for me. I think Liberty absolutely smokes Sam Houston here. Sam Houston had their best game of the season. It still wasn't enough last week, and now they're going up against a Liberty team that looks to be the best in Conference USA this season. I just don't think that Sam Houston can keep up for a full 4 quarters. I look for Liberty to ring them up here. Give me Liberty by 21 plus.
It's 20.5, the line?
20. Yeah, 20,
Okay.
20 and a half.
All right.
21.
I'll lay the 20.5.
Or I've seen 21 now.
Okay. We have no graphics today because I was too lazy to do it. That's what it boils down to. I slept in, and Oh, this is the story. I slept. This is my story. I'm sticking to it. I slept in, and then I did some of the college football Saturday videos. I had to pick out the shirt, for the Saturday.
I don't think people realize how hard it is to realize that thousands of people watch you wear the same clothes, so you kind of want to switch it up.
Oh man, I have a closet full of shirts. I mean, that it's in
I step my shirt game up. It's like
in my studio. I have a closet in my studio, and there is a shirt going all the way across. I have shirts all the way across, man. That's how many rock and roll T-shirts I have. That doesn't even include the Pick Dog shirts. That's just the Rock Band shirts, and I'm still buying new ones all the time.
All right.
I got a new one on Saturday. I got a few new ones coming up. Got the Ramones, got Queen, and then I got the one I'm wearing Saturday. I got another one too. I don't even know what it is. 21 at Caesars. 21 and a half. 20 and a half. Not 17. I don't give a shit about that. Not betting this crap. All right. Maybe I will. And that's degenerate betting. The 7:00 Eastern time start game, on a Thursday night football with there's only 2 games. That's like terrible, man. Louisiana Tech against Western Kentucky. Oh, man. Another bad game. Chris, what do you think?
I'm gonna take Louisiana Tech and the points in this one. I know Western Kentucky. We know this Western Kentucky team for being an offense that flies up and down the field, but while they do have a lot of passing yards per game, they also have a lot of completions, which tells me it's a lot of short passes, and that's not going to work against Louisiana Tech's defense. It's top 10 in pass defense already this season. Western Kentucky going to be one of the tougher teams that have played for sure, but I think Louisiana Tech can grind this one out and make it an ugly kind of game, keep it maybe to a four-point game if they don't have a shot to win it outright. So give me Louisiana Tech and the points in this one.
I would lay it here with Western Kentucky. I think their offense is pretty damn good. My barometer for that, we saw them hang 41 on USF. That same USF team was held Alabama to 17. Now, I know this is not like an explosive Alabama offense, but I think that's a pretty good barometer to how good Western Kentucky's offense is. And when you look at Louisiana Tech, man, I think all you need to look at is how bad UTEP is this year. And look at that score last week. I know that they beat them, but there were spots in that game. I'm like, Louisiana Tech, this game shouldn't even be what it is. And I just think offensively, Western Kentucky is going to be too much. I don't think Louisiana Tech's offense can hang in when it matters, and I think Western Kentucky wins this one by like a touchdown in the end. So I'm gonna lay the points.
I'm gonna take La Tech here with Ruffolo. I don't love this game. I'm, like I said, no premium, no nothing for me. Not a game I would watch on a Saturday. But one thing most people know about me and will consistently hear from me is that I will not put a dime of my hard-earned money on the 130th ranked defense in college football. That ain't gonna happen. You don't win road games 130th in yards allowed, 125th in rushing yards allowed, 119th in rushing attempts against you, 117th in yards per rush, 116th in passing yards against, 95th in passing attempts against, 100th in yards per completion. No way, man. Not on the road.
I don't know, but I feel like most of that was done by one team, Ohio State. Other than that,
no, that stuff levels out over time.
But I mean, only gave up 10 last week to Middle Tennessee, 24 to Troy, 22 to Holy Cross, and 24 to USF. Like
Holy Cross, that doesn't count.
Middle Tennessee, that might be the worst Middle Tennessee team they've had in years. USF's quarterback play has gotten a lot better since Byron Brown took over. And that defense, it was week 1. They're probably gonna get shelled. And Austin Reed was still running the same offense that he ran last year. They've shifted to a more, short pass, dink and dunk style game anyways. What was the other one? Troy? It's a Troy team that's not the same team from last year, especially defensively.
All right. Fair enough.
Doesn't matter. I mean, I don't like I said,
we only got 3 games. I'm just trying to argue.
Yeah, no, I know.
Well, we got our college football show later on today. So what time we doing that, Chris?
It was now 11:37. I don't know. 12:15.
12:15. We'll see you then. Jay, anything going on today with your football? You got to show if you have power, right?
Yeah, if I have power, then I'll have my show today. I mean, not power. I have power. If I have internet, it's still a pretty bad power outage. Like the whole city is down right now. So I'll keep y'all updated on Twitter. And if I don't come on live, then I probably won't be. But we'll see. The game plan is to get it done. I got a good crew of guys today, so I want to get it done. So we'll see.
Okay.
It's different because now I'm just a guest. On that, I'm the host. So I don't really want to host the whole show from my hotspot.
Okay.
Yep. Halftime show tonight.
Yep. It's going to be a beaut. Yeah, everybody.
For a split second, I thought he wasn't going to want to. I heard the silence, and I'm like...
Totally forgot about it. It's turkey burger night. I don't need the aggravation. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Yeah, this is October. It's always like this, right? It's always like a lull.
Yeah, we have that 2-week lull.
So, Chris, when does hockey start? The 10th?
October, I think it's the 10th.
So you're going to do the rundown style video. When is this going to start? The 10th?
The 10th, yeah. So we'll have it up for Monday the 9th.
And what's it going to, what's the format going to be? Is it going to be like Jay's and Ron's, or is it going to be
Yeah, pretty much.
Stupid? We're going to take something that works and just mess it up beyond recognition.
No. I know that's the consensus, is that something I would do, is just take the one that works and just...
I got it. I had it. It's I'll tell you, the idea guy is David Racy. He's the guy with ideas.
No, I'm just gonna try to carry the torch and keep it going.
David Racy's really good at I thought. Stop right there.
Where in your job description does it tell you to think?
Exactly. There's no thinking. The suggestion box. No. I'll just put that in the suggestion box. Chris is like,
N-O.
if you know what's good for you.
No.
Chris, you think I should put that in the suggestion box?
No.
You think Mitch will like this idea?
No.
The best part about that button is those are all tones that I can imagine coming out of your mouth. When someone's like, do you think that's a good idea?
No.
Right? Just close your eyes and ask yourself that question. It's like, if you close your eyes and say, do I think that's a good idea? This is where you hit the button. You just fully killed the bit on me.
Ooh, they gave us the night game. They came out the schedule. They gave us the night game, game 3. Thank God. 7 o'clock.
I think I know where Jay's going to be.
I'll be there. Can't wait.
Which game is that? Game 3?
Yeah. Tuesday.
Trying to I'm trying to play out who it could be. Maybe it's an Evaldi start.
Maybe. They had my guy Heaney warm up last night when Leclerc got the BS.
I'd be scared if I were you if that happens.
Yeah. They said Scherzer might be back, so we'll see. Let's make it a winning day.
I can just see Jay.
Let's make it a winning day. Thanks, everybody.